When America's elite forces, the Army Green Berets, the Navy SEALs, Delta Force, and Marine Recon need a helping hand, they know they can rely on Air Force Special Operations Wing. Highly specialized equipment and relentless training make the Air Force's Special Operations Wing uniquely qualified for demanding and sensitive missions. Special Ops squadrons have seen more combat over the past decades than any other Air Force units. Bosnia, Grenada, Panama, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Their unique aircraft and special capabilities make them especially well suited to the demands of close air support, besides civilians or friendly forces. In the 1960s, the American Armed Forces realized that more attention had to be paid to low-intensity combat, the brutal Third World conflicts involving irregular and guerrilla forces. Specialized aircraft, though not necessarily high-tech, were needed for these missions. During Vietnam, these operations entailed helicopter and close air support. But in 1979, when Iran held 52 Americans hostage for 444 days, the tactics of the Air Force changed dramatically.
We like to call Ayatollah Khomeini, in a sense, the godfather of modern special ops, because it was there where we played a major role in the attempted rescue of the American hostages in Iran. And from that time forward, we began to get perhaps the kind of resources that we needed to do this job in the modern era.
The U.S. Air Force's Special Operations Command, headquartered at Hurlburt Field in Florida, is the result of these efforts. Also based at Hurlburt Field is the 16th Special Operations Wing. This unit is different from most Air Force wings in the variety of aircraft it flies. Most wings fly only a single type of aircraft.
We have the MC-130. It's a variation of the C-130, and it essentially is a penetrator. It allows us to go deep into enemy territory or hostile airspace with a C-130 size airplane. The third fixed-wing bird is a HC-130. It is a tanker, principally, and its role is to air refuel our helicopters. Now, the two helicopters we have are sort of large and a smaller one. That is the H-53 variant, the MH-53 Pave Low, which is, again, a penetrator asset which can go deep. The MH-60 is our light lift helicopter, also air refuelable. It can go deep as well, but does not have all of the penetration avionics that either the 53 or, say, MC-130 have.
The MC-130 is called Combat Talon. Its mission is to deliver special forces deep behind enemy lines, either by parachute or by landing at improvised fields. The long nose on this aircraft houses a special terrain-following radar, enabling it to fly at treetop level, too low to be detected by enemy radar. To conceal itself further, its missions are usually flown at night. The MC-130 has other delivery capabilities as well. During the 1991 Gulf War, one of Combat Talon's special missions was the delivery of BLU-82B Daisy Cutter bombs. About 10 Daisy Cutters were used against frontline bunker complexes, intended to discourage the Iraqi troops from offering serious resistance to the initial American onslaught. At the time, they were the largest conventional bombs in service. They have since been replaced by the massive 10 3/4-ton Moab GPS-guided bomb, otherwise known as Massive Ordnance Air Blast, or Mother of All Bombs. Fitted with a Fulton surface-to-air recovery system, Combat Talon has also been used to extract troops and equipment deep within enemy territory without having to land. This retrieval device snags a line suspended by special balloons and then briskly winches in the soldiers or equipment. In 1996, the Air Force officially retired the Fulton system, preferring to recover valuable assets using long-range heavy-lift helicopters like the MH-53 Pave Low. Used by the Marine Corps as its primary heavy-lift helicopter. Unlike the Marine version, the Pave Low is fitted with an elaborate selection of sensors on its nose, allowing it to fly along treetops beneath enemy radar. Pave Lows are also used to rescue downed pilots deep behind enemy lines. In 1991, one of the Pave Low's secret missions was to lead the first attack on Iraqi air defenses, guiding in Apache attack helicopters to destroy Iraqi radars.
The significant difference between that airplane and others is that, number one, it has a terrain-following, terrain avoidance radar, which allows the bird to operate as low as 100 feet at night or in adverse weather conditions when one perhaps could not see outside the airplane, and do so safely. The other capability is a very good FLIR, a forward-looking infrared set on the bird, which gives you night visibility. And perhaps most important of all is the fact it has an enhanced navigation system, which includes an inertial navigation platform and global positioning system, which allows us to go very long distances very precisely and to arrive within seconds. The beauty of this machine is that it is specifically designed, as I indicated earlier, to go deep and get there when it's supposed to get there and get where it's supposed to go on time.
The MH-60 Pave Hawk is a short-ranged counterpart to the Pave Low. It is based on the UH-60 Black Hawk, the Army's standard troop-carrying helicopter. Like the Pave Low, it has advanced night vision, night navigation gear, and a refueling probe which extends its combat range. Essential to many long-range missions is the need to refuel the aircraft in flight. This is the task of the HC-130 tanker. The HC-130 has special pods on its wings, which release a low-speed fueling drogue. The HC-130 is specially configured to allow it to operate safely at night, refueling the Special Operations helicopters covertly. The final member of the Special Operations Wing is the AC-130.
I think the most distinguishing capability that we have is the precision and accuracy of the firepower that we can deliver. And I'll be quite honest with you, the ground forces love this airplane because it can deliver the firepower very close to its position, and the issue of fratricide is minimal because of the accurate delivery power we have with this airplane.
Gunships were among the first types of aircraft developed for Air Force Special Operations. During the Vietnam War, there was a need for an aircraft with the ability to deliver precision firepower near friendly forces. This led to several designs, including the AC-47 Spooky gunship. These gunships were based on transport aircraft, which offered both necessary size and slow-speed stability. Inevitably, the C-130 became the ultimate gunship platform. The C-130 is one of the most successful transport aircraft ever to fly, and it has proven ideal as the basis for the AC-130 Spectre.